On my last trip to Iraq in November 2015, the Kurdish Peshmerga forces were massing to retake the city of Sinjar, which had been captured by ISIS in August 2014. We watched as U.S. aircraft pounded the city in advance of the operation. And when the Peshmerga entered the town on November 13th, the Islamic State had already retreated, and the Kurds faced very little resistance. But the damage had been done. ISIS completely razed the city, carrying away anything of value and destroying almost everything that was left. CBN was given rare access to explore this ruined landscape. What we saw was absolutely chilling. Many homes have been reduced to rubble. Those still standing look like this. What was once a city of 500,000 now sits silent and empty. This is one of many tunnels that were found underneath the city of Sinjar after the Peshmerga took over from ISIS. ISIS dug these tunnels so that they could move around the city without being observed, and they ran communications cables, there's network cables, there's overhead cover, everything they need, and not all of these have been cleared yet from mines and other IEDs. So this is where the tunnels come out inside of these homes, which are now, as you can see, absolutely destroyed. This one looks like it might have got hit by a bomb or something. And this has been cleared, but many of these houses are still wired up with IEDs. And so we have to be very careful where we go here, and who knows how long it'll take before the people can come back and try to rebuild their lives. You know, if you ever heard of the city of Stalingrad in World War II, this is what I imagine it looking like. Look at this. Everything just collapsed, destroyed. It's just a wrecked and shattered city. This just goes to show that ISIS only comes to kill and steal and destroy, just like someone else we know.
Sinjar is a land of shattered dreams right now. Everything is destroyed.
Our interpreter, Shaheen Nazdar, is a Yazidi who fought ISIS as his people fled Sinjar in August 2014.
Here in Sinjar, ISIS captured more than 6,000. They killed a lot of people, and right now still there's 3,800 in ISIS captivity. We don't know if they are alive or they are being killed.
You might wonder what happened to the 500,000 people who lived here. Many were able to escape to the safety of Mount Sinjar. Some still live there today. Those less fortunate were captured by ISIS, and it's only now becoming apparent the scale of brutality those poor souls faced. Mass graves like this one are being found all over the area, where perhaps thousands of Yazidi men, women, and children were executed and left to rot.
Right now we are in one mass grave in Sinjar. More than 20 mass graves been found out in Sinjar. Also, the number of mass graves right now in Sinjar is more than the number of the family right now in Sinjar city.
This photo taken from Mount Sinjar at night tells the story. The city of Sinjar is here. This is the new front line established by the Peshmerga in November 2015. One of their objectives was to cut off Highway 47 here, which was being used by ISIS to supply Mosul. These lights beyond are villages still under the control of ISIS, where many of the more than 3,000 Yazidis taken hostage are still being held. Red lights are vehicular traffic moving mostly towards Syria, which gives an indication that the Islamic State is pillaging anything of value from Iraq's second-largest city, in advance of the Iraqi government's planned operation to retake Mosul later this year.
ISIS not been stopped because they still moving between Syria and Iraq. All night we saw their trucks, their convoy go and back. No airstrike, nothing. They are free.
In the meantime, the people who once lived here continue to hope that their loved ones held captive will someday be returned.
I think America have good, great army, but they don't use it for this evil ISIS. For what is this army?
From Sinjar in northern Iraq, I'm Chuck Holton for CBN News.